So you've successfully made it through this entire course, and now it's time to start really reinforcing these concepts. The way you're going to do that is by ear training. Now, I'm not doing a video on ear training here because there are countless resources on the internet for you to do that. If you just Google interval training or interval ear training, or if you go look for interval apps on your phone, you're going to find tons of stuff that'll just play these intervals, and then it's up to you to decide what interval did you hear, all right? That's really where the test is going to come in, and that's where these concepts are going to get hammered down. It's just by testing your ear, really being honest with yourself if you were right or wrong on guessing the interval, doing that daily for a little while, and then really applying these things to your guitar. So when you're writing, kind of keep in mind, or when you're playing songs, let's say you're learning a guitar solo, just start naming some of the things. Say, oh, this solo started off with a minor third, or oh, hey, I see the very, very end of this guitar solo ends with, alternating major seconds. So just using that terminology, saying the words, even writing down these charts over and over again, anything to get this stuff stuck in your head, because I'm telling you right now, it is one of the most powerful things that you can do as a guitar player is to really know your intervals. Really quick, the reason I think this is so powerful is because for the longest time, I would get on my guitar and try to get ideas from here onto the fretboard. And the thing that was holding me back is I didn't know what these notes sounded like before I played them. But once you know your intervals, you start developing these neural connections where before you go to a note, you literally know what that note's going to sound like, because somewhere in the back of your brain is calculating, oh, that's a minor third. Oh, that's going to sound like Brahms' Lullaby. And it happens subconsciously. It's like walking. You're not calculating each step when you walk. It's just happening, because you've had a lot of experience and training doing it. And this happens the same way. When I'm writing or when I'm trying to figure out music that somebody brings in, it's not like I'm actively going through these song titles. Oh, that sounds like Hey Jude. Oh, that sounds like, whatever. What's happening is that I've done all that training ahead of time, and now it's subconscious. Now I can just hear if something is a perfect fourth, and I can bypass all the calculations and just start playing it, because my brain has linked the sound to this gap on my guitar. So that's not something I was able to do, when I started playing, and it's not something I was able to do 2 years after playing. It was something that, it was an emergent phenomenon after I developed a lot of the fundamentals of music theory and ear training. And anyone can do that. Trust me, I thought I was tone deaf, and I thought I would never have a chance to transcribe by ear. But through reinforcement, through really memorizing and tackling these intervals, it really turned my musical skills into something greater than I ever thought they would be. So if it works for me, I'm sure it'll work for you. You just got to dedicate some time to it and take the long approach. Take maybe one interval a day and really focus on it. Talk to other musicians about this, see if they have any other ideas on how they work with intervals, and see what happens. So thank you so much if you watched all these videos. Excellent work, and I really appreciate you sticking through to the very end here. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions or comments, right here underneath the video. You can leave a comment here on YouTube, but I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, or you can just send me an email. So thanks so much for watching, and I will hope to see you soon.